Right, so we're in Bangalore, checking out the venue for tomorrow. Mumbai was interesting, you know. It was an event, even coming to the country, and of course it was just like chaos. Like people were like even know how to react to your songs and the overall experience. I'm one of those guys that checks out what's going on social media in between events and stuff. And they were talking about how the first show went. Basically, everybody was saying to please behave the other events, and it actually has been incredible. You know, like Delhi and Kolkata was absolutely incredible.
It's been quite an extraordinary experience, really. The audience here is very young, which is very refreshing. See lots of kids with metal t-shirts in the audience, which kind of tells me how they've discovered the music, mostly through, I think, Porcupine Tree's more metal orientated material. But then they love Lazarus, which is one of the least metal songs in my entire catalogue. So actually we started doing that one a couple of nights ago. People kept calling out for it. People had placards asking for us to play it. So we're doing a little sort of impromptu version of it, but they sing it themselves. It's like I hardly need to sing it, which is amazing.
So listen, guys, we're going to do a song for you now, just myself and Adam. We're going to do a song for you now that we don't normally play, but just for you, the Indian audience, we're going to do this one. Okay? As the chillest towers pass my window, I can see you washed down through the fog.
So it's the first time I've really done a tour here, so seeing the differences in the different cities has been really interesting. We played Mumbai, we played Delhi, we've played Kolkata, and now tonight we're playing Bengaluru, and it's a very different vibe for each of the cities, as you would expect. I think the very first time I came here was with Porcupine Tree in 2010. It was quite chaotic. The organisation was quite chaotic. I think one thing that's really changed in the last 15 years or so, coming to perform here live has become more of a thing. Lots more artists come to India to play, from outside of India, I mean. There's a real kind of proper infrastructure now for touring artists to come here. So the organisation this time has been amazing. I've been able to put on the show, as I've been doing in Europe and America. I've been able to put on the same show in terms of the level of production, which wouldn't have been possible probably 10, 15 years ago. So it seems to me that the expectation the bands have here when they come here to be able to put on their regular show is definitely now kind of being met. So that's been a big difference I've noticed in a relatively short period of time since we first came here. Remember the very first time Porcupine Tree came here, the lighting gantry was very precarious, probably a health and safety nightmare. I think we were just glad to get through the show.
A few little technical problems up here, but I hope it hasn't spoiled your enjoyment. We have a song which is very popular. in Europe, and hopefully here too. We're going to get through now. This is called Trains!
But now it's amazing. Definitely recommend, any artist come here and play. The passion of the crowds, the enthusiasm that comes from the audience, the way we're looked after here, the level of organisation and professionalism is just right up there now with any other country, I think.
Almost that time. I would be lying if I said I wasn't incredibly tired from all the travel, but the vibe out there is just so electric that you just it elevates you, It's my first time here, so it's been really special.
India's always a blast. Country of extremes. And then they add me to the mix. Make it go. Adam, make it go. Not a good idea. No, it's fabulous. The food is great. People are lovely. We've been in a 5-star bubble. So, we're kind of not really hanging out on the street. But we do take a little walk sometimes to get the lay of the land. And it's fascinating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How slight to go, if any?
He
They definitely like a big metal riff here. Yeah, I noticed that. But that doesn't necessarily mean I feel any less engagement from the audience perspective with the more ambient, the more spacey sections too. The more electronic elements too. People seem very open-minded here.
Size beyond 1 megameter, 10 to the power of 6, Ganymeter, Callisto, Wolf 359. Size beyond 1 gigameter, 10 to the power of 9, Sirius, Altair, Vega, Polaris. Size beyond 1 terameter, 10 to the power of 1, Antares, Crystal Stone, Beetlejuice. Size beyond 1 petameter, 10 to the power of 15. Stingray Nebula, Ring Nebula, Helix Nebula, The Spire, Hourglass Nebula.
I think it's such a fascinating place. It's so different from what we're used to. The touring experience, although in some respects we're kind of cocooned a little bit from things because we're in hotels, we're in airplanes, we're backstage, so we're not necessarily, you know, immersing ourselves in the local daily life. I think the little glimpses you get of India, it's a fascinating, extraordinary way of life, obviously. There's a lot of this feeling of poverty coexisting alongside incredible wealth. A couple of the cities here, Delhi and Mumbai, if I'm not mistaken, are amongst the top 10 most densely populated cities in the world. You have to get used to traffic jams, being in India, and you have to get used to cows wandering around the road. I mean, that's amazing also to see people coexisting with wildlife here. So you're kind of surrounded all the time by nature as well as civilization, and there's a sense that nature is always on the verge of reclaiming its territory. So all these things kind of give fascinating perspective on the planet. Of course, the overview itself is an album about perspective. It's about acknowledging more than just your little bubble of existence and your bubble of experience. So it's been amazing to bring that show and bring that presentation and bring that performance and that music to a culture which is, on the surface, very different, very different.
Beetlejuice.
From the sea, from the blood in a capsule.
Security.